I see, if you know where you came from, you know where you at. But most individuals don't know where they are. And if you don't know where you are, then you don't know where the fuck you came from. That's a problem. And see, many things that happen in someone's life, they have all these trials, tribulations, and they don't understand why am I experiencing this. And they don't know why, because they ultimately do not know where the fuck they are. They don't know where they're going. They're just drifting. They're not flowing, they're drifting. There's a huge difference in the two. The flow is when you set up a divine course and you stick to this course. So no matter what happens along this course, you're gonna keep acting appropriately as you already achieved this. You're just gonna keep peeling back layers of the onion. You're gonna keep your ship on course. You know where you're going. You know where the destination is. That's a flow. There's no worry, no doubt, nothing in your mind. You already know what the fuck going on. And then a drifter is someone who don't know where they at. They don't know where they at because they don't know where they came from. And they don't know where they came from. And they don't know where they're going. It's a huge dilemma. It's almost troubling in a way. And many people don't know where the fuck they're going at. They don't know where they came from, all of these things. And ultimately they'll go searching for outside tangible things and people to enlighten them in a way to see what it is that they are here to do. What's their next step? When they know their next step, but they are too fearful, they don't trust themselves enough to go within and ask, what should I be doing now? How far have I come? And this came to me because I'm sitting in the back, I'm reflecting, and I'm thinking about how every time I meet a woman, she takes me to another spiritual level all the time, every single time, no doubt about it. Early on, one has put me on to wanting to know more about myself just because I changed so much and she couldn't deal with my change, and that sparked a lot in me. I'm like, damn, there's actually something I'm uncovering here for her to not like me anymore. Not that she didn't like me, she didn't like what I was becoming. She would even say, that's the old you, that's who I, what she said, fell in love with, you know. So since her, I realized that each and every woman in my life has fed me, has fueled my fire for my spirituality, my determination. And ever since then, I can look back and say, damn, I remember what I was thinking when I met this person, that person, and that person. But now I'm at a point where I'm always journaling, so I'll write down how I'm feeling this rising, I felt like this meditation I did, so now I can look back and have it tangible to see how I was thinking around that certain time and how I'm thinking now. And it's always very impactful because I'm in more control all the time. I'm not as I was. I don't get triggered anymore. And if I do notice a trigger, which is like, it's only one trigger that really like gets me. Sometimes when I'm watching a movie or a show, this is from when I was young. We would always eat. We would always eat in front of the TV. So one of the triggers of mine would be that I would be watching a movie and I'm like, damn, I'm missing something. I go, oh, I need something to eat. But see, I've done the mental alchemy on that as well. You wanna know what I did? I banished that part of me that feels the need to eat when watching information. I'll tell you how. Two reasons, let me give you one. One being that I realized that whatever you watch, you eating at the same time. You're not just watching something, you're eating. Because there's multiple ways for an individual to eat. And in these many ways, fuel, sight is one. I can simply say your senses is how you eat. This is why some people are breatharians. They're breathing in prana, air, and in this air is electroids, and it charges your body up. But if you know how to breathe properly, it'll feed your body. And then, as y'all can see, sun up in the sky right now, you absorb that as food, as energy, that light. And there's many other ways. You already know, you eat stuff, you feel that way. It's interesting because even when you smell, you're feeding yourself. That's why when you smell a food, your mouth watering, because you eating it already. The moment hey, the spirit hit me with that one. The moment you smell it, you slobbing because you eating already. That's why when I go out, give y'all a story. That's why whenever I go out and I'm around people who eat flesh, right? It's not even the flesh that's good, it's the smell. So whenever I smell it, I'm all with my mind. This is the first time I ever told anybody this. When I smell it, I immediately go, I can taste it. But I didn't really realize what I was doing back then. Ultimately, I would just say that, oh, I'm eating it like this. But the whole time I wasn't really eating it in the way I was saying. I was eating it in a way of, you smell it to get your digestive tract ready. What is this I'm smelling? Okay, boom, you put it in your mouth, start chewing, and more saliva is produced because the saliva assists in breaking down the food that you put in your mouth. So I say that to say this. We have drifters out here who don't know they drifters. Or maybe they do and they so scared that they can't do nothing but go to people outside of themselves when they have a whole kingdom inside of themselves. They go to somebody else's kingdom asking for rice when they got their own rice, but they just don't know how to grow their rice. They go to somebody else's kingdom to get gold when they got their own gold. They just don't know how to dig for the gold. They got their own fruits, their own vegetables, their own herbs inside themselves. It's a beautiful butterfly. But they go to someone else to buy their fruits, their herbs, and etc. because they don't know how to grow their own. But they have it all inside, and so do you. So the question is this: master, student, you're one. Are you going to be your own master and your own student? Or are you going to be a student to someone else who's foolishly implanting their truth and their beliefs in you? There's a difference between gathering information and paying attention to others and being their servant. Peace.